Hi, welcome to Vocab Wednesdays, and I'm Chris with Magoosh, and today we're going to talk about commonly confused pairs, and indeed we'll even have a trio of words in here that are commonly confused. For now, let's start with this one, gregarious versus garrulous. Now, a lot of people think, hey, these are the same thing. Gregarious means sociable, you like to hang out with people. Garrulous means talkative. But are they the same thing? Just because you're always in a group of people doesn't necessarily mean you're talkative. And sometimes those crazy dudes who hang outside like subway stations, they're ranting to themselves. They're talking to the flowers and the birds. They're crazy. They're definitely garrulous, but they're anything but gregarious. Now, a good way to remember the difference between these words is gregarious comes from flocking, or what geese tend to do. So when you have birds and the birds huddle together, those are gregarious birds. And that's why it relates to geese, because geese are very much gregarious birds. So have you ever heard a talkative geese or goose? And I'm guessing, unless you're that crazy guy outside the subway station, remember, garrulous, you probably have not talked or heard geese talk back to you. Our next confusing pair is enormity versus enormous. Now this one is wee controversial. Why? Well, a lot of words in English are, but amongst the traditionalists, those people who say English must be this way, it must not change, the word enormity does not mean enormous. Enormous is really, really big. Enormity means really, really bad, as in evil, like Hitler. Hitler was known for his enormity of his deeds, very wicked deeds. Nothing to do with necessarily very big. However, as I said, very controversial word because now enormity has crept into language, even in formal contexts such as the New York Times, and it's okay for it to mean very, very big. In fact, Barack Obama himself has used this word on occasion, enormity to mean very, very big. So what does this all mean for we GRE folk? Well, for us GRE folk, it means that we should err on the side of the original definition, or what the traditionals think. Because who's writing the test? UTS, GRE, pretty stodgy, pretty traditional. They're most likely going to use enormity to mean really, really bad, not to mean really, really big. So make sure you remember that. Next commonly confused pair is unconscionable. Oh my gosh. I missed the C from unconscionable. No. There should be a C there. How unconscionable of me. How could I have done such a thing? Unconscionable in that sense means bad, or how could you have done something like that? Unconscionable. I cannot believe Chris forgot the C right there. So something that is bad, something you shouldn't do. Unconscionable can also mean excessive, very large. So there's two definitions. But neither of those definitions mean unconscious. What's unconscious? Well, something hits me on the head. I black out. I am unconscious. Not the same as unconscionable. My spelling here, though, definitely unconscionable. How did I miss that S or that C? And finally, there's the trio of words, impending. If something is impending, it is about to happen. It is imminent. If something is pending, well, two definitions. It can also mean impending. Confusing, I know, that's English. And pending can also mean something that has yet to be agreed or settled on 100%. So sometimes you have pending decisions. For now, we've decided, but until there is 100% agreement, that decision is pending. And then finally, we have the word pendulous, which is totally unrelated to either impending or pending. And pendulous actually means to droop. Notice, I've made the word pendulous itself droop. How very clever and meta of me. And so there you have it, our commonly confused words for Vocab Wednesday, and hope to see you guys next week.